Well, melting too quickly could be a problem. In the Cowichan Valley, all of this November snow suits folks just fine because it was at this time last year that the region was hit with the worst flooding in a generation. A potent combination of melting snow, heavy rain, and high winds and high tide. Now homes have been gutted and built back up and good as new. As A News reporter Andrew Johnson shows us, if the water does rise again, the valley says this time it's ready.
You'll see Cliff Phillips and his shovel a couple of times a day this week, clearing the snow off the sidewalk and away from the gutters, so every drop of water can safely drain.
I'm sure you'd rather be using your shovel than your pump right now.
I'd rather be in bed.
You can bet he wasn't lying down a year ago, November 20th, 2009, when nearby Beverly Street and many others were underwater. The worst flooding to hit the Cowichan Valley in decades forced hundreds from their homes, and many couldn't return for weeks or even months. Today, under the thin blanket of snow, some houses still sit empty and unlivable, while others rebuilt with a few flood-resistant modifications.
It also went into that portion into Duncan.
North Cowichan's mayor says there is a 1 in 15 chance of a similar disaster this winter, but the valley will be ready.
We can now withstand a flood equal to what we had last year.
The Cowichan Valley has spent about $1 million over the past year on flood preparations, including stockpiling barricades like these along the floodplain that could be locked together quickly to keep the water out. As for all this snow, Walker doesn't expect the melt in the forecast to cause too much trouble.
If you get a fluky combination like we had last year, where we had actually 2 or 3 meters of snow in the mountains, and then an extreme warm rain that melted it. That's what that did that. We don't have those same conditions at the moment, but of course we're facing the whole winter yet.
Down the street, Ken Kirkpatrick isn't so sure anything's changed.
That's what the mayor says. I don't know.
Kirkpatrick and his wife were forced to gut their home after the flood and live in an apartment for months during renovations.
Take the bad with the good, I guess, or the good with the bad, one of the two.
The good on this day, a spirited snowball fight outside nearby Alexander Elementary, and best of all, snow for lunch. Just don't eat the yellow stuff. In North Cowichan, Andrew Johnson, A News.